Welcome back to the Intrepid Dawn News Network. I'm Tim Katarn, broadcasting from Earth. As always, we bring you the top stories from around the United Federation. The Federation expands. The Benezites have completed all of the required steps and been elevated to the rank of full member status in the United Federation of Planets. Currently, full member races include humans, Vulcans, Andorians, and now, Benezites. By coming together as a single political and military unit, the Federation is ensuring the safety of countless individuals for decades to come. Starfleet needs you to fill out their ranks. Join Starfleet today for a posting in the Federation and ensure a safer tomorrow. In other news, contact was made with a group of aliens calling themselves the Klingon Empire. They appear to be a race of honor-bound warriors. Little more is known of the Klingons or their intentions at this point. The Federation Security Council has been meeting for days to discuss this new threat. If anything develops, we'll bring it to you immediately. After intense competition, Starfleet has decided on the winning entry for the new Constitution-class cruiser design project. Many designs have been submitted and scrutinized by the Admiralty. The winning design combines smooth curving lines with the latest in starship technology and style. The interior features a heavy use of pastel coloring as well to accent the cutting-edge technology found within. The Constitution represents a major leap for the Federation. With the combined technology of all the member races, the future of starship construction promises to be even more advanced. And that's all the news that's fit to print. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tim Katarn. We'll see you in the future. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn. Let's get started. We're going to play Star Trek number 7. And as you can see, the Alpha, Beta, and a little bit of the Gamma Quadrant are pretty active right now. So let's jump right in. I appreciate everybody joining us. If you're new to the channel, we play sci-fi based games with a little cinematic twist to it, so I hope that you're enjoying it. The cinematic we did this week, a little bit shorter than normal, just because I wanted to get more into the gameplay. And if you're already an existing subscriber, please hit that thumbs up and the notification icon, the bell notification there, so that you always get a message whenever we put out our latest video. I'm considering going to about a 72-hour window for voting for these, just because that'll allow me to do more with the cinematics, because I'll know exactly what we're doing. So let's get started. Some housekeeping issues. We had a couple new captains. We had Captain Archer, Captain Apple, Argel Tau, Captain Blaga. Admiral Blaga has been promoted to the NX class. I still have them here because I don't have anyone yet to fill their old slots, but these are available. So I currently have 3 ships available. I'm going to go back through my listing, but I apologize because we've had the series spread out a little bit. I can't tell who's currently eligible. So what I want to do is, if you have a character or if you want to be a part of this, I need you this week to put that along with your vote, your character name, and what division you'd like. I noticed that we didn't have a lot of science officers, so I'm trying to rectify that. So guys, if you're interested in a science position, they tend to be the ones that are focused on the most because they discover new and interesting anomalies. Consider that. It's appreciated. So let's get started. So we have our newly appointed captains, like Captain Katie. Welcome to the channel, and congratulations on your promotion, as well as our sectors. We have, let's see, we have Governor Liana Strauss, who is ruling from Talira, and we have Emmett Hines, who's ruling from Andoria. Excellent. So we have 2 sectors here. I'm very pleased with that. In the last episode, we got the Bolians. No, what are they? Yeah, I believe they're the Bolians, into the Federation, which has expanded our territory greatly. Currently, we have some opportunities here, so I've set up the science ship to do their best to pick up all the minerals we could. Thank you for the suggestion over here, Counselor. I really appreciate that. And then down here, we're going to continue our southward expansion as well and pick up the systems that we can. Our science ship, currently commanded by Captain Thwain, who's featured prominently in some of our cinematics, is going to continue its sensor sweep. It's kind of going all over the place, but we want to try to pick up all of these uncharted systems immediately. So let's get started. Okay. First things first, at the end of last episode, we had a condition where the Klingon Empire has asked us to be in our Federation. They want to be an associate member. So we had a council vote, and we have voted to accept them. I did not put it in the cinematic because I wanted it to be kind of like a secrecy thing, because it's not an official membership. At this point, they're just a you know, an associate status, but we'll go ahead and accept that. So first we'll get rid of this, and we shall agree. They are now associates. Excellent. I vote yes. my other people should do so as well. It would be hoped. I guess I never thought of that. The Bolians could say no. That's crazy. Let's see what happens. Okay, we did vote to offer the Klingons associate status, so that's great. Let me take a look at and see how our relationship has currently changed. They're cordial, but we're unable to get them into the coalition at this time because of their status, but at least by being on this level, they're not going to be threatening to us. Go ahead and stop that for a second. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. This is going to be an episode of building and expansion and trying to really solidify our borders against the Romulans, because we know that they are aggressive and they're still looking to potentially hurt us. They are superior and hostile, so if they get the opportunity, they will attack. I want to kind of see the differences with warp. It's a little bit harder than it is in something like Star Wars, where you have hyperspace lanes, which makes it easy to do defenses. I'm thinking that if we're going to do defenses, we should do them on planets that are of great military value. So just a little bit of planning here. If we were to lose this system, we'd probably lose a good number of these minerals here. So we may want to put some type of station here. Let me see what we have that's available to build. This is just on a purely speculative thing. Okay, so we have the Jupiter-class orbital satellite. I don't want to do it at this time because, one, it costs a lot of minerals and quite a bit of this, but I'm just looking for future expansion. The other thing that we don't have currently are armies, and I know that Senator Lauer has been pushing me to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we get some defensive armies made on each of our planets if we can afford them. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not worried about Mars because that's right next to Earth. It's not a high priority target, but Alpha Centauri for sure. So we'll go ahead and recruit some defensive armies. And Lorden as well. Looks like we're out of minerals. But I think that's well worth it. It's going to cost us a little bit in terms of upkeep, but definitely necessary. So we'll come back to that. And while we're at it, because he has been so very articulate in what he wants to do with the ground forces, I am going to appoint, let's see, plus 25 years, negative 20 army upkeep, which is actually pretty cool. Army damage plus 10. Army damage on attack plus 20, or on defense plus 20. See, now the problem is that the Federation is actually, I think we're going to take this shield. The problem is that the Federation actually doesn't allow me to have aggressive wars like that, so because of that, go ahead and set that up. So you're going to command from Earth. Excellent. And one other thing, let me get the name. I'll call you General Lauer. General Lauer. Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations on your promotion. And the other thing, too, is that we can't do wars of aggression, so in this case we kind of have to try to expand as much as we can through diplomacy, which is actually a pretty cool metric that they have. Taking a look at our resource storage as we get started here, so we're +1 on influence. We got to keep an eye on that. So we do have a lot of border stations. I wish I could get rid of some of these, and potentially I could. I would like to get rid of... That's the thing, like, we're not really quite at the point where I feel confident in deleting any of these so that I can get back some influence. So we'll just keep an eye on it. But for now, I think that this one will be the candidate. If... Okay, they're a member world. Yeah, if we get one more colony over here or something, perhaps we can delete this one. Alright, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and try to play this on fast. I don't want to go fastest because it'll be a little fast. Let's see, so we have a migration treaty from the Betazoids. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that's definitely within our interest. They're right here. Are they currently in a federation? They are, with the Tellarites and the Denobians. So after we integrate, looks like the Bolian League, as long as they're... Oh, they have coalition status with the Klingon Empire. That's interesting. So... Okay, coalition is what they consider in this mod to be the associate status. Excellent. Alright, very good. We are going to bump it up the fastest because it doesn't look like anything's really happening. The other thing that did happen this time, and I'd like to build at least one of those ships if possible, is we switched eras. So we should be up into the original series time frame, I believe. As you can see, his shirt's changed. I believe all of our new recruits will have that type of thing. All right, here we go. So the space age. The alien civilization on Corin 3 has finished construction of its first interplanetary vessel in orbit of their homeworld. For better or worse, these aliens are now ready to join the galactic community, and I can't even speak today. And they're now ready to join. They may now be counted among them. The alien civilization on Corin 3 has finished construction on its first interplanetary vessel in orbit of their homeworld. For better or worse, these aliens are now ready to join the galactic community, and they may now be counted among the galaxy's current spacefaring races. Awesome, so they are here, and because of that, I better not lose my dilithium. Let's pause that real quick. So because of that, they're actually a problem for me. I would like to offer them Protectariat status, but I don't know why they're wary of me. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. It's not worth spending any diplomatic points on at this point, but I'd really like to get my space back. So we'll definitely watch that with great interest. Let's go ahead and continue here. And the other thing I wanted to do is check out the planets and see how we're doing, because it's been a while since I have I've really reviewed that. I want to make sure that we're optimal. So it looks like we have a lot of food. We can definitely move somebody from food to something that we're lacking. Like right now, looks like energy is kind of an issue. So there we go. It's just making that switch was fine. The other thing I want to do, the Orions and the Romulans ended their rivalry, so... Okay, and the Orions broke it off with the Flaxians as well. They could be looking to be pretty aggressive here shortly. We'll have to definitely keep our eye on that. Just a lot of stuff coming in. So I am going to pause that. Sorry about that. Just to do some of this housekeeping. So I want to look at Earth. Earth looks pretty good right now. There's some stuff that we can upgrade. But first, let's go ahead and get us a new Miranda-class destroyer. And I'll build a new Calvin-class patrol frigate, because I want to see the new models. I think that's a pretty cool thing. So we will go ahead and do that. We'll build one of each. I think that'll use up a lot of our fleet supply. We'll keep an eye on that. Mars is here. We were looking at possibly terraforming this, but I don't think that's going to be I don't think that's going to be possible at this point. So I will do, looks like a basic physics lab here, and I guess a industrial lab here. I'm looking at this. I mean, if this doesn't level up in the same way that the industrial lab does, I'm not sure that it's worth it for me. So I think I'll just stick with those for now. Alpha Centauri, what's going on here? Okay, so we can clear this. Let's go ahead and do that. We don't have a whole lot of minerals left at this time, but I want to make sure that we are getting set up here. So what are my choices? So we have these hydroponics. Okay, I'm just looking at what the mod is giving me in terms of this, and to be quite honest, I mean, I guess we'll just follow the tiles. We do have a little bit more we can put in a hydroponics farm here to make sure that we're good on the food, because I really don't want to waste too many spaces on food. And the last thing I want to do is build that. Excellent. So we're almost out of minerals again, but that's good. They accumulate pretty quickly. And finally, Lauren. Wow. Okay, we'll have to look at this, because it looks like this could be a great science world for us. Excellent. Alright, so letting that play out, I'm pretty pleased at this point. I think that we're going to work, obviously, no, these are the Booleans, so we had pulled in somebody else. Can't remember all their names, but in this case, we're going to work on the Booleans. We'll review their ascension process. We can only afford low intensity negotiations. Doesn't tell me. Okay, it's less than 40% complete. Okay, that's a nice addition, so now I know how far we are. We'll continue that low. Okay, and we have the cruiser. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I want to make sure that we build that immediately. And the next one, it looks like mineral storage plus 5,000, which would be really helpful. Photon torpedo, definitely cool. Minerals plus 10%. How can I pass that up? Because minerals are something you chase all game. You also go through and make sure that our spaceports are updated where necessary. Okay, so the cruiser. Let's take a look at the new model for the cruiser. That is really... Okay, it's the Poseidon class. Which is... Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks exactly like a Constitution class. I guess it is a Constitution class. Maybe it was just giving me this name as a auto-generated. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm gonna go with Constitution. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Now, honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of the original series ship, but, I mean, the model is well done, and I would jump at the chance to serve on one all told, so can't really fault it that much. Let's go ahead and upgrade the parts that we can. I kind of like the tactical console, to be honest. I think it's probably the best out of all of them. So these power generation rates are a little bit different. I still haven't seen anything better than the Warp 5 engine, even though this is considered a Tier 2. I mean, the Warp 5 engine costs more, but it's also significantly better across the board, so I'm not sure why you wouldn't go with it. Let's put in the phase, pulse phase cannons. Excellent. And I guess being red, it could be any type of weapon, perhaps. We'll put in the photonic torpedoes as well. Excellent. It'd be kind of cool if they were blue. I think in the original series they shot blue lasers, which is pretty cool. I always like those in Star Wars as well. Let's see, so for our yellow one, which I assume is, what is yellow, does it tell me? Utilities, okay, auxiliary. Bazaar Collector, which is plus 30 sublight, monthly hull regeneration, or warp range. I think monthly hull regeneration is fantastic. I just don't know if we have the power to power all this, because I know I had a problem with my last one. Tactical, let's see. I'm thinking that we should go with weapons range plus 3 looks pretty good. Fire rate plus 3 looks great. Weapons damage plus 3. I like damage. If we hit, I want it to be slightly more meaningful. I mean, 3% isn't a lot. To be honest, shield plus 5 or plus 250. 5% of 0 is 0, so we definitely need shields. I guess I don't have them yet. Is that what I'm getting at here? Yeah. Okay. So I don't have shields at this time. I can't. At least I don't believe I do. Shields are at 0. So if I were to put up the shield health hit points plus 5, what happens? It's still 0. So I guess we'll go the other way. Do the emergency bulkheads. Alright, excellent. Shield hit points plus 250. I guess because I don't have any shields at all, it's just not going to give me that 250. So we'll go with armor plating. Okay, and finally security station, which is kind of cool. Tracking plus 6. Chance to evade or combat speed. So combat speed is how quickly you move. But that's also limited by the rest of the fleet, so I'm going to go with the security station. Excellent. Do we have enough power? Yes, we have more than ample power. So I'm really excited with that. So we're going to call that, again, the Constitution class. And I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Okay, and of course our construction ship. Now somebody was telling me that I should arm the science ships. Just want to show you, it's not possible. We can auto-complete these and make them as awesome as they can be. So I'll go ahead and do that. Clear design, auto-complete. You know, just so I don't have to worry about it. I don't really care about these. I never really spend the money to upgrade them, because it just makes them more expensive, and I don't really find that since they always operate, it's that big of a deal. And these are our defensive stations as well. I really like that. We'll just let it pick whatever it thinks is the best for now. I'm fine with that. Okay, so let's get back into it. So we had a little bit of a ship editing montage there, but now when we get the money, I definitely want to build a Constitution cruiser. I think that's really exciting. And as the first one, I'm going to have to put myself Admiral, or not Admiral, but Commander Tim Katarn in there as captain. Let me take a look. Star charts with Vulcan. Of course, we're going to do that. And then I guess at this point, the other thing is, what are we going to do? We're focusing, obviously, on diplomacy over here to get the Boolean League to join. And we're also looking for opportunities with other partners. But, I mean, that's part of the Federation. We're not really going to be warlike unless the Security Council decides to take us in that direction, which is always your choice. Let's see here. I won't overrule you in this series. Let's see, Detronic Computer. Richard Daystrom, nice. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Inertial Dampener too. I really wish we had shields. So I don't see anything like that here. What does this do? I mean, to be honest, these does this one lock me out? Hold on, 'cause some of these. Okay, so we'll do that. That's not so bad. And then here we have social welfare, a whole bunch of moral codes, botanical gardens. That looks kind of useful. Let me take a look. How many? We'll get that in a second. How many volcanoes do we actually have to clear? Just one. So that doesn't seem like that would be all that helpful. So I don't think we'll do that tech. Botanical gardens definitely sounds cool. And bunker. We'll just do bunker to get it out of the way because it's only 4 months on it. Alright. Keep going. And it looks like Zindi's are rivals now. Up here, let me check the Zindi. Are they willing to join? They were willing to join at one point, and I foolishly didn't pounce on it. So now they hate us again. But thankfully, I don't think we'll have any issues with them. And wow, we're gonna have to upgrade this as well. Let's get that cruiser. Looks like we're about 2 months away from a cruiser. So the Klingons would like to migrate onto our planet. Now that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna agree to that, and we'll stop it if there's an issue, because I think that could cause an ethics shift. But it could also be worth it. The Vetron array. This is what Counselor Matthew was talking about. I apologize, Matthew. I cannot think of your last name at this time. But I will definitely do that. I think that's the way to go for sure. And it's only a couple months. Let's see, what else do we have? So our Andorian research agreement has timed out. I can't imagine that they're further than us now, so it may not even be worth it to look at that. We're only 1 month away from a Vertron array, and we are going to build our first Constitution cruiser. First, I want to make sure 17. Crap. Okay, we also need to upgrade our starport so that we can have enough fleet capacity for that. And we did get the Veteran array. Awesome. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, so you're welcome to correct me. Oh, okay. So the Temerian Unity would like to. I think we're going to agree to that. Our senators have been very open. We haven't had a whole lot of issues. Okay. So the new election to elect a new president is underway. The results will be announced. Let's take a look. Just want to make sure the Klingons didn't get in as full members. Okay. The Chironite Nation is a full member. That's exciting. Okay, so I can get them in. Let's take a look. So our candidates are going to be the same as before. And quite honestly, I mean, everyone has... It looks like these four have a 9% chance to win. And General Blaga, I'll tell you what, I am going to support General Blaga this time. Just because I think Nathan Samuels has been excellent for us. There's no doubt about that. He's been a fantastic ruler. But I want to give our viewers a chance to take over the Federation as well. And he did run a great campaign. Nathan Samuels is very, very close. Unfortunately, he's 70, and I think in this game, when you get to 72, that's the end, pretty much. So Andre Blaga has a chance to actually finish his term. I am going to support him for the presidency this time. So I'll go ahead and do that. He's up to 14%. He's going to win, so congratulations, Admiral Blaga, for that. It's a little too early in the episode for me to end it, as we're only about 20-some minutes in. So we'll definitely have to do that, but if we get something about an hour from now, we'll see. So we have another diplomatic proposal. Yes, let's see, where are these people? Indeed, so they have warmed to us after learning of our ways, and they're asking us to protect them. They would like to become our protectorate, which is pretty cool. I think we should agree to that. So now we have another ally here, and we will support them, go to war with them, share our technology with them. Eventually, once they become a vassal, we'll bring them in to the Federation. I think that's a really great deal. Let me see. I think that they would probably go for it too. Betazoids, if they weren't already in a Federation. Let's see. Is there anyone else who's small? Maybe these Cathians. I don't know what they're. Okay. Anyway, so I can offer them. Okay, so I can offer the Cathians a association status. I'm going to do that. I think that would be excellent, because anyone that we can get at this point, I think that the only way that the Federation can win this game is pretty much by just, like surviving against aggression and using diplomacy. So we'll see. I'm going to vote yes. Let's see how that goes. Excellent. So we have we voted to offer them associate status. Excellent. They're glad to have the opportunity to work with us, as well they should be. Really, the honor should be theirs. Oh no! Graham Baines has been elected president of the United Federation of Planets. I had never seen that change before. So, okay, he was previously the governor on Earth. I thought that I gave Admiral Blaga enough support, but apparently, maybe in the background it can change? So I am so sorry about that, Admiral Blaga. Maybe I didn't hit the button, I don't know. But I'll have to take a look at that. So, welcome President Baines. May your term be fruitful, may the Federation prosper. All hail our new leader. Wow, unexpected, but informative for science. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Excellent. I'm just trying to figure out what can we do next. I know that there are going to be some cool events that we'll have. Oh, we need to do this as well. Let's review the Bullion League. Less than 40% complete. Okay, I can afford it now. Let's go for the high intensity negotiations. No, actually, we're -5 on energy. Scrap that. We'll stay with low intensity for now. We need to find some energy very quickly. And on that note, I think Earth had a lot of things that needed upgraded. So first we'll focus on any energy stations they had, and once again, I think we're pretty good on food. Or we're really good on minerals. Let's move some people from minerals to energy. And once again, make sure that we're updating those stations. Okay. Very good. We'll keep an eye on that. Earth is good. These planets are okay. Alpha Centauri looks like it's growing just fine. I need a plant here, probably. Can't afford it quite yet. And Loren, I gotta do something with this because it looks like it's super underdeveloped. A lot of real estate, so that'll be what we focus on now. This will just, unfortunately, I mean, sometimes we're gonna get into episodes where it doesn't look like a lot's gonna happen right off the bat. We could get a really cool event, though, as we continue to survey things, and my science ship isn't doing anything, which is also a problem, to make sure that I'm watching and managing that. I swear there was one over here that, yeah, Nausicaan pirates. How's our fleet doing? Oh, we do have our new... Nice, my friend just texted me he's at a Jimmy Buffett concert, which I'm actually kind of jealous of. We do have our new ship. Let me take a look at... Oh, it's not quite built yet. Looks like it's still in the process. I thought it was done. So once that's done, we're going to go down there and clear out the pirates that exist in all of these sectors and see if we can take that over. Oh, this is the other reason that we're having problems. So, okay. So we're over our naval capacity. How can we fix that? Let me take a look at our dilithium reserves. We have 7.5 over 3.75. How are we using 3.75 of a dilithium? I don't understand that. Maybe that's a bug. Somebody can tell me. Let's see, is there anything else I can do? Yes, I don't think that they have a spaceport. I can't afford to build it quite yet. I'm looking at this one. How close are we? Oh man, we're 9 away. That's a problem, and I don't know if it's already taking into account the cruiser. It's probably not, to be honest. Let me see. I'm thinking that we should probably, as unfortunate as it is, we should probably disband something like one of the NXs. Or one of the patrol frigates. We'll leave that as it is for now. How bad does it hurt us? It's, the lithium refinery plus 20 plus 20. Oh, Governor Baines hurts us? Oh, that's what it is. He's nervous, so we get -20. We're gonna make sure that he's a one-term governor. Guys, I really apologize for that. That's quite a bummer there. Let's see, what else do we have? I don't see... I see here, there's 1 dilithium here. Huh. We barely have the influence. I don't think that we can afford to go for it. So we're just gonna have to try to nurse this with whatever we can at this point. And we'll just work for now on securing our planets and making sure that we are in a good space where we can be. And then if I have to, I'll start deleting ships. I would hate to do that, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of other options. Let's see, so leader lifespan plus 10 years. That would be pretty helpful. Might give Admiral Andre another shot at it, so we'll go ahead and research that. The end of the Tholian Assembly. The Empire, formerly known as the Tholian Assembly, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Most unfortunate. I don't believe that we knew them at this time, but I know from the show they're somewhere over here, and that means somebody's being pretty aggressive over there. I wonder who that is. Let's see, we're looking at this. Oh, so a lot of people are declaring the Cardassians their... Yeah, Cardassian. Yeah. I'm so afraid I'm going to say those trash sisters from TV now, because it's just, you hear it all the time, so that's become... What are we? Are we the Golden League? Sanguine Compact. Okay. So the Ferengi are available. Let's see if we can speak to them. So the Bajorans here have their own league called the Golden League, and that goes with the Denobians and the Tellarites. Okay. Eventually we'll have to try to get into the Golden League, but let me see if I can get...
Rule of acquisition number 34. War is good for business.
I love that. The Ferengi are the best. Seriously. They dislike the Charonites. Okay, so here's the problem that we're starting to have. Like, not everyone in space gets along, so it can be a little bit difficult. Let's see. Orion states joined the Celestial, and so the Nausicaans and the Orions are working together. This could be a problem for us. Let's see. Well, they are inferior, which is good. We have to make sure that we keep an eye on that. But the Orions are equivalent because their technology is superior, so we're going to have to really be careful. I know that we're a little behind on the technology 8-ball, but our fleet did just level up. So let's take a look at that model. Oh, that's fantastic looking in game. Wow. Okay, so we're being led by a Constitution cruiser, the USS Thunderbolt. I love that. That's a perfect name. And as lead commander, I'm going to take this out as my ship, just so that there is no fighting over the first Constitution class cruiser. I'm very excited about that. So let's go ahead and take the fleet out. This is actually going to really hurt, so I'm not going to do it. I was going to do it for a second, but we need energy, and we need energy badly. Very badly. So I'm going to build some power plants here and upgrade these power plants. Check back on Earth and see how that's going. We can upgrade this too. And Lauren, we need a lot more. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I cannot waste energy right now. I need to build as much as I can. And all of these are great science things, so I don't really want to put a power plant anywhere, maybe here, because I don't care about the food as much. There's a lot of other places we can get food. We'll go ahead and put a power station there. Excellent. Okay, so that's pretty good. The other thing too was our science ship didn't have any orders. I really wish... We'll go ahead and just send him over to get upgraded so he's got a little bit more defensive abilities. Our construction ship down here is out of things to do. Let's find some energy. Do we have any untapped energy in the Empire? Looks like there's one here. It's not going to really help us. That would probably actually be net even because it takes one for a station. Here's 3, but that's going to be to them. Let me also look at our sectors and see how we're doing with our sector management. I don't know if they're giving me 75%. Yeah, this sector wasn't giving me anything. there we go. So, still negative. Eek. Okay, that's not really going to help much. And they're low on food. There we go. That helps with minerals a little bit. We're only -3 now, so it looks like we're very, very close. There's 3 up here. There we go. So after that, I'll have this construction ship come up here and do that. That should be pretty excellent. And okay, and we're already researching this, so we'll pick up those, and I believe... Oh, no, he's not, so we'll get this one too. Alright, excellent. Go ahead and do that. That should solve our energy crisis for the moment, and we'll just keep an eye on our upgrades as well. Alright, so we have researched the leader lifespan now, and we have some tile blockers or some border range. This is the first time I've seen it. I'm going to choose border range. Fem Domar states on screen. Warlord Aru Fen sends regards from the ruling council of the Fen Domar. Domar states, we hope for a productive relationship with your impressive nation, and our military has been instructed to treat all members of your species with respect. Well, that is most excellent. We're delighted to meet you. Where are you? They are way up here. I don't really remember them at all, but to be honest, I have never seen all of Star Trek, so there's a lot out there that I'm not aware of, I'm sure. Very cool. So the Tellarites, we no longer trade things with them. Let's see if we can get that back. Oh wow, they really don't want to trade me all their awesome tech that I don't have. So... excellent. And our leader is leveled up, Salvador Lopez. Congratulations on your promotion.
Station complete.
Awesome. So the USS Noble has just been refitted, and it's ready for new orders. Let's go ahead and give the order to explore. Where can we go? What can we do? Go up here and check out this system, because that'll be our northernmost outpost potentially. It looks like it is. Yeah, it's a class H with a 24. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we have another Federation Council. Let's review the Bullion League. We can afford... Oh, we're +8 on energy again, so that was a pretty quick fix for that. Looks like we can afford the medium negotiations. I'd like to do that. Go ahead and do that on fastest, which is pretty nice. A little more research. Like I said, this is going to probably be just a caretaking episode to try to get through this. Phase Discriminator. I like this. Oh, these are specialization techs. I hope I didn't specialize myself out of shields, because I'd be pissed off if I didn't read that correctly. Alright, so we have the main reactor core type. It's a branch of fusion research which uses an electric field. Okay. Alright, well, it's the cheapest one, and looks like it'll probably help us, because some of our ships had a problem where I didn't have quite enough energy to power them with everything I wanted. So we'll see how that goes. And we still have, looks like, 10 months, 17 months, so we're moving along a lot faster than my Star Wars ones do. It's kind of nice. Just taking a look at this ships and making sure that they're in the right place. The other thing we can do, if we're out of places after he surveys this one, we probably don't have a whole lot around us anymore that is unknown. We've established communication with the Breen Confederacy on screen. Alien creature. Honestly, I remember the Breen a little bit, but I have no idea what they sound like. So, alien creatures, I speak on behalf of Emperor Gar, the undisputed ruler of the Breen Confederacy. Respect our borders and keep out of Breen affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your wretched worlds. We're delighted to meet you. Yeah, this is exactly something we would say. They threaten our existence. We're like, hey, you wanna be friends? That's totally Federation style. Okay, so they are over here. Excellent. And see, Cardassia is expanding. Look at that, they have like a second sector here. They're gonna become a real power in the area if we don't keep an eye on them. Alright, so now we're going to take a look. Low profile hull, which is kind of cool. Reduced molecular structure, I don't like that. Ship hull points number 8. Or -8, no thank you. Orbital dockyard. Okay, so the build cost goes down by 33%. I think that sounds awesome. And I really should have read these a little bit closer, especially if I spec this out as shields. I hope that's not the case. Somebody can tell me. If it is, now that we have plus 13 energy, I'm going to take the fleet out and take care of these threats here. Yeah, we're only -2, so that shouldn't be that bad. We'll go ahead and make that so. And the other thing we have to do, we'll chase the energy, but I definitely need to upgrade those spaceports where possible to try to get additional fleet supply, because right now it is hurting. Our fleet supply is really hurting. Alright, excellent. We are doing that. I don't know if there are really any worlds that are worth colonizing at this point. I'm thinking no, but I'm going to just take a look through it real quick. Alright, we have border range plus 15. That was not that helpful, but kind of cool. Cap aliens. Alright, resettlement cost -30. I don't use it much. Xeno Zoo. If this came up, this means one of our planets has it, so I'm definitely going to research that. We have our fleet moving in. Let's go ahead and let's watch this cinematically. I think that'd be fun. We're already positive on energy again, so excellent job, Federation managers. Let's go ahead and come in here, and I'm just gonna let it go. We'll well, I guess after I find the fleet that we're supposed to be fighting. There it is. The Arathi Commonwealth on screen. I represent Arathi. I represent the Arathi Commonwealth. Our elected leader, Commissary General Rodig Den Indrar, well, what kind of name is that, would have you know that we are more than capable of defending our way of life. We're delighted to meet you. We pursue true equality. We could learn much from each other. Yes. All right. So let's take the fleet and let's go engage them. Whoa. Let's stop that and go down to a reasonable speed so we can kind of watch this. This will be our first Federation fleet action. This is kind of cool. Let's see, maybe from this angle. So I will go ahead and let that go, and we will watch with great interest. Alright, so we have our Constellation Cruiser leading the way with all of our NX classes and looks like Miranda class vessels. I do like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, and a little, I'm going to call it a Calvin class. I know somebody gave me the proper name for it, but I can't remember it, unfortunately. Alright, excellent. So we are engaging the fleet. Whoa, looks like they have a little bit longer range. Nice! Proton torpedoes. We're definitely going to keep the Thunderbolt here, front and center. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Fire phasers. Red alert, shields up. I'll cruise to battle stations. Helm. Set course for 360. Engage. Yeah, the whole like attack pattern thing I always thought was interesting because it wouldn't, I don't know how three-dimensional space battles like this really worked. Especially if you could just have your computer target things and fire them with phasers, would we really able to evade shots all that well? It's not like Star Wars where they were like projectiles. These are like laser-based weapons, like point and shoot. So, very exciting. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty big battleship, actually. I hope we're doing damage against them. To be quite honest, this has lasted longer than I expected. Okay, there we go. We just took out a couple of the battleships. Looks like we are concentrating on the last one now. This should be over pretty quickly. There we go, and their ships are healing. The monthly hull regeneration really does help. I think that was a good choice. Very cool. I have to say, I'm super impressed with this. I think it'll keep getting better as we move up through the eras. Because I think like most people, obviously the most technologically advanced, the next generation era, Star Trek Phase 2, or Phase 3, I'm not sure which one they actually call it, that was my favorite, so. Alright, we did pretty well. I think everyone's okay. We'll go ahead and go repair the fleet, but chances are we don't really have to do that. Excellent, so now we can go down and check out this. So the USS Noble, which I think may actually have run away. Yes, it ran away because we had the crystalline entity. Oh, well, that's cool. Now we got something, a little bit of excitement. Let me send him here, and we're gonna survey that system. So we'll go ahead and go up to fastest for a minute. Let them do their thing. Warp moves so much slower than hyperdrive, it's crazy. Like, I'm so used to one and then going back to the other. It's quite a big jump. Alright, so we have that new reactor type. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. And we have force fields. Okay. Force fields looks like the... force fields is armor. How is that even... is that even possible? Okay, Federation Council. We have another Federation Council. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. It's nearly 60% complete, so that was actually pretty helpful. Let's review our resources again. So we have a pretty good amount of energy, tons of minerals, and good food. So let's go with medium once again. See if we can get them up. Phrasing. Boom. Before we are done. So, oh no, this is a problem. We might even need a war plan here, guys. They have now, all three of them, they're in associate status, so the Klingons, we'll need to work on them. Let's see, how are they doing? Invite to coalition. Everybody hates them. It's a real problem because I like them, so I would invite them, but my allies don't. So it's almost like, should I kick out my allies just to invite them? But they don't like us either, so I guess they wouldn't accept that, but that's just something that we could do. Alright, so this is a problem. If they get close together, the three of them could absolutely wipe us out. I'm gonna have to watch that. And the other thing too is we gotta keep chasing those minerals. We have to keep chasing the fleet. Alright, hopefully soon my dilithium contract runs out with them. I don't know when it does. I wonder if the trade deals show here. Yeah, okay. That'll end in, it looks like, oh wow. Did they take 30 years on that? It sure looks like they did. What a terrible deal for me to auto accept, like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. So 2209 is when we're gonna get that back. It's over 14 years from now. So that's super unfortunate. That just did not go the way I expected it to. So I'm just checking these guys to see if I can get anyone else into this coalition. Excellent. So we're really working on the Bullions, and they have these space amoebas here. In fact, let's go ahead and take the fleet out and take care of that. We want to make sure that we're cleaning up the threats in our space as well as the ones in our neighboring space. So go ahead and do that. And after they're done with that, they'll come down here and take care of that one. So we have a new transmission. They are peaceful. Yeah, okay. I think they would fit in pretty well here. Technology is the zoo, so private colony ship, kind of cool but unnecessary. Military academy, frontier clinic, or sick bay. What's sick bay? Growth speed. Kind of like the idea of a sick bay, but Lorden has not. I thought I had a whole bunch of tile blockers I could clear. In fact, I have to spend money on that now. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So I think I'm going to go with the sick bay. And we have another trade deal. Star charts with the Gorn. The Gorn want to trade star charts with me. Excellent. Alright, I've gone ahead and done that. And now we've learned a little bit more of this area. We've also given them probably access to, you know, a quarter of the galaxy, but that's fine. I'm not that worried about it, and I'm hoping that by trading with the Gorn we can raise our... Oh, they're receptive. Okay, how about, can we... Oh. Ooh, we're actually pretty close. We could maybe vassalize them. Trying to see if we could do something else, but it doesn't look like I have any other choice. Okay, that's good. The Gorn are not that strong. They find us to be a superior race. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I think that could be helpful. The Morales States. On screen. We are the Morales States, a nation built on the principles of peaceful isolation and individual freedoms. Sounds like us, except we explore. The Praetor, head of the government, requests that you leave us be and pursue your nefarious alien agendas far away from our territory. You know, that started out so well, and then he just became a hostile bitch. So, we can learn much from each other. I do like your green skin. Oh, the Suliban Cabal. Ah, we are the Suliban Cabal, minions of the wise commissioner. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology. Whether you agree with these goals or not, do not think to challenge us, aliens, and they're over here. I like this. We pursue true equality, do not stand in our way. That's kind of aggressive for the Federation. Oh, and the other thing that we wanted to do is I wanted to try to get rid of this planet. So now that the Klingons and I are pretty happy, let's see if I can do that. Offer a trade deal. Can I give him Juret? Would he take it? It doesn't look like he cares for it. No. Okay. Maybe the Nausicaans would want it. Or maybe not, because, I mean... yeah, no. The only other thing I can think of doing... Let me see how we're okay on that. Let me take a look at the engineering first. Tile blocker, cost and time. That's actually really good. We'll do that. I think that's important. Let me just double check again. Okay, so it's not a specialization tech. Alright, so I couldn't give it to the Nausicaans. They seem to not want it either. Okay, so what I was thinking is maybe I can migrate everybody off that planet. Juret. No, this one. I don't want to do it off of this one. I don't know if I'll have the... I don't think I'll have the ability, though. Set rights. Okay, so that was the other thing that we wanted to do. I remember somebody had told me that, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that real quick and set the rights of all of our people to be equal and free. So first, set rights for these guys. They're getting social welfare, so they should be pretty excited about that. No, I can't afford Utopia in abundance yet, but that could come later. Alright, full citizenship for humans. Actually, we can do that from this screen, which is even more awesome. I guess they're so primitive. They just have residence, so let's switch that out. We'll set their rights to full citizenship. Awesome. Okay, this way we might be able to have some different types of... we'll keep an eye on the research that this, or how much this is going to cost us. Give them full military service. And colonization is fine. Okay, Andorians, same thing. We're going to set their rights. I can't believe that they didn't come like this originally, but I guess it makes sense because you wouldn't want somebody to just show up in your space and take all of your stuff. We're going to do full military service. Alright, I'm fine with that. Full citizenship means that they can be leaders. I like it. Novans, which are the Terra Novans, obviously. We're going to go with full citizenship for them as well. And full military service and social welfare. I guess we're just going to use that for all of them, to be fair. And of course the Vulcans, same thing. Full citizenship and full military service. Oh, we need to also give them social welfare. Did I do that for the Terra Novans? Yeah, okay. Looks like we're good. I'm pretty excited about that. So now everyone should be a lot happier. Let's take a look at how our happiness changed. I don't know if I have any Andorians or anything. These are the human. I guess I put Nova in a separate one. Here we go. So they're a little bit happier. They're up to 55%. Well, that's good. I can deal with that because now they're at least not losing things on the minerals. So that's excellent. We're not going to do this yet. We need to really build up some energy supplies before I mess with that. But this planet is ready for me to seriously invest in it. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do that. And then first we'll just do the ones where people are. So we definitely have those. What is this bunker? It's pretty cool looking, actually. Frontier Clinic. I do want to do the ecological preserve just because I think that's pretty neat. Do a physics lab, a industrial lab, and a industrial lab. Maybe a bio lab. Awesome. Awesome. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that, and then we'll go back through the other planets and make sure that we're on top of it. Good stuff. Mars. Okay. And of course, Earth has some stuff to do. And we're plus 12 on food again, so I'm going to move somebody over to research. We're behind on physics and engineering, so let's prioritize that. Plus 8 on food for the Empire, so I'm going to put this guy into the physics lab, because that physics lab is really kicking some butt. Plus 6. That was really helpful. Okay, so we moved up our physics a little bit. Okay, that's all I can afford for now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Awesome. And our fleet has been chilling here, but nobody actually did anything. Ooh, this could actually be a hard fight. I can make no sense of the strange vessels. Hopefully we don't lose. But let's go ahead and engage. Just because we need to clear our space. And unfortunately, there's no diplomatic way to solve that, so we're just going to have to do it with the sword.
Give the Patah his due.
Okay, so they really didn't want that. Awesome. The other thing I was going to do was try to trade them through the migration speed, migrate all my pops away, but I don't know if it would let me do that. But since it's its own sector, I can't even try, unfortunately. Alright, so we are now in combat, so here's another exciting thing. Okay, and combat on fastest is super exciting. We'll go ahead and watch it like that. I'm watching these NX classes. If this one gets any closer to being destroyed, I think we're going to have to pull out. Actually, no, we should be good now. They're starting to drop ships left and right. I guess creatures, not really ships. Awesome. If we keep it up, we'll be good. And we are good. Go ahead and pause that. I want to see how we did in the battle. Oh, we did lose a patrol frigate. Most unfortunate. Let's see. I can't tell if we lost anyone there. I'll have to compare that versus what we had previously. But we'll go ahead and send the fleet back for repairs. And we have a new tradition. Okay. So we can get the, let's see, habitability was increased. We can do the trust cap by 50. Okay. Well, since we're the Federation and we're doing diplomacy, I guess we should do that. We'll go ahead and make that so. And let's see, we have a new research. So we have phaser turret, shields, which I think should probably go with. EPS relay, which looks good. Specialization tech. Or militarized Warp 6 engine. Okay, so they upgrade larger junctions and pour more antimatter through the dilithium. I wonder what the alternative choice is for that. I feel like I need a guide to play this. And I know that they have a wiki and everything else. So there's a lot of great stuff about this mod. It's just that there's so much of it. Alright. I think we should go with shields. And we'll see if there's anything else. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to bring this to the vote to the council because I don't know if they're trustworthy. To be completely honest, I don't know how I feel about this. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Federation Council, today for your consideration, I submit, should we allow the Suliban to become associate members of the United Federation of Planets? They've had a sketchy past. I'm not 100% sure of their intentions, so please vote in the comments this week. Additionally, if you didn't catch my opening monologue, regardless of your class, meaning your discipline, whether it's ships or science or something else, please also let me know what your character name is so I can get it upgraded or updated for this week. We had some people that had submitted names back in like episode 1 or 2, and then they never became eligible. So I want to make sure that we have the people that are active on this channel, and if you want to be active on this channel, just vote in the comments. We're happy to have you. So I'm going to give you 72 hours from the time that this goes live to cast your votes, and then the voting will be closed. You're absolutely welcome to continue to interact in the comments after that. In fact, it's encouraged because it'll keep you eligible for your command characters. But that way I'll know what the voting is after 3 days, and I'll be able to start planning out a bigger cinematic for next time, and possibly even do some more cool things. But the problem is that when I wait until, you know, almost 2 days before I'm due for the video to start, it kind of makes it really hard on me for time, since I still do have to work, guys. So I really appreciate everyone watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and consider sharing this with a friend. So for Jorgi, I'm Captain Katarn. We'll see you in the verse. Thanks for watching, guys.